Right now, it's the first day of a new feature on your commute. We'll share what those patrolling the roads think of the new flex lanes on the Beltline.
Also, Dane County has its second confirmed case of monkeypox. We'll share what state officials have to say about their testing efforts.
And a follow-up to a story we've covered extensively over the last year, what a court is saying about a parent's complaint about a homework assignment in Sun Prairie. You're watching News 3 now at 5. We are taking a live look at the Beltline as many people are making their evening commute home from work. And while you're on the road, you'll probably notice a big difference.
The flex lanes on the Beltline opened for the first time this morning. Their purpose is to decrease congestion by opening up the left-hand shoulder during rush hour and crashes.
Catherine Merck spoke with one man who deals with the consequences of some of this congestion pretty frequently. Catherine?
Do you remember Beltline Bob? Now, Bob is not his actual name, but he's in charge of making sure things here on the Beltline run smoothly. And he told me that the addition of these new flex lanes is a double-edged sword.
By all indications, it went very smooth. I am not aware of any reported incidences in the flex lane this morning.
Beltline Bob would certainly know. He's giving the green light to the flex lanes through one morning rush.
I got the consensus and idea that there was probably a lot of apprehension and anxiety for the opening, and I think it went very well this morning.
Beltline Bob is Evan Tullison. He works with the Dane County Sheriff's Office to help drivers during crashes and delays.
I treated it like my roadway. I didn't want anything bad to happen on my watch.
Eric Novotny was one of the original Beltline Bob workers. For 30 years, he monitored the highway to make sure drivers stayed safe. But Novotny never worked a shift with flex lanes. Now, Evan has.
The role of Beltline Bob, try to mitigate any kind of traffic hiccups or respond to crashes.
The flex lane uses the inside median shoulder as a part-time travel lane during peak travel times.
With the addition of this new path for drivers, Evan says he can see why people are apprehensive. But Evan is urging people to keep their eyes on the road and the possibility to make your commute easier.
I think some people are nervous about the widths of the lanes and that it's tight quarters out there, and just due to the amount of traffic out there. I think overall it'll alleviate congestion. If there's incidences in the flex lane, then it can also complicate the job as well.
This Beltline Bob seems hopeful that those on the road stay in their lane and make his job run as smooth as possible. If you have any questions on how to use the new flex lanes, our digital team has compiled a list of all the resources to make sure you get where you need to go. That's all on our website right now at channel3000.com. Reporting live in Madison, I'm Catherine Merck for News 3 Now.
Catherine, thank you.
Thank you, Catherine.
Well, you might have noticed gas prices continuing to fall during your commute this week. One of our staff members snapped this picture of gas selling below $4 a gallon on Madison's west side this afternoon as the Woodman's on Gammon Road lowers its price to $3.89. Prices may have been steadily dropping in recent weeks after setting record highs last month. According to the AAA, the average for a gallon of regular gas in Madison is about $4.28 today. That's down more than 20 cents from a week ago. The state average right now is about $4.41 per gallon.
Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast now. Our Julian Seawright is on the Capitol Square. Boy, Julian, it is a perfect night for concerts on the square.
Absolutely. You couldn't have said it any better, Susan. Right now, it is great, and it's just going to get even better by the time we get into the rest of the evening. As we go ahead and take a look at what we're going to be seeing throughout the rest of this evening and a bit later on, well, we can see just a couple of clouds, but today we stacked up a bit cooler than our seasonable. Just around 79 degrees was our high for us, and as we continue throughout the rest of this evening, it's just going to get even better. As we take a look and see what we're going to see temperatures around the upper Midwest in itself. Upper 70s, low 80s, really feeling great as we get into the rest of the evening. But wind speeds are adding a nice little breeze to it as well, as we see just around 10 miles per hour, a nice light breeze coming in from the north as we get into the rest of the evening. And plenty of dry conditions is probably the best part about it, and also the best takeaway for those who are heading to the square, because we're going to be looking at lots of dry conditions for us, and it's going to feel great as well. As we get into the rest of this evening, we'll start to taper off into those low 60s as we get into tonight, and all the clouds that we're seeing are looking to dissipate as well, so it's going to be shaping up to be oh so great. We'll have much more because we have to take a look at our changes that are coming in a few moments. Until then, starts back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Julian, great assignment for you today. We're learning a second case of monkeypox has been confirmed here in Dane County. Just this week, another case was diagnosed in Milwaukee.
Right now, there are close to 1,000 positive cases nationwide, but as those numbers continue to rise, we took some questions to the state's Department of Health. Our Brady Mallory joins us now with some of the answers. Brady?
Well, here's some commonly asked questions about the rare but potentially serious disease. First, how long does testing take in Wisconsin? Officials with the Wisconsin Department of Health Services say testing turnaround time for monkeypox is typically less than 24 hours on weekdays. Next, what should you do if you think you have monkeypox? Talk with your primary care provider. Third, where can you get a vaccine? The state is currently able to provide vaccines to anyone who has had close or intimate contact with someone with either a probable or confirmed monkeypox diagnosis. More vaccine is expected to arrive in the state in the next few weeks. The CDC says early data suggests gay and bisexual men make up a high number of the country's cases. The disease spreads through respiratory droplets, skin-to-skin contact, or contact with contaminated items. Symptoms also include fever, chills, exhaustion, headaches, muscle aches, and swollen lymph nodes.
Brady, thank you. Flags are flying at half-staff across Wisconsin today in memory of a retired judge who was murdered inside his home. Governor Tony Evers made an executive order earlier this week to lower the flag today to honor Judge John Romer, who was shot to death inside his Juneau County home in early June. The man who shot Judge Romer later took his own life inside the home, but reportedly planned to target several other high-ranking officials, including the governor. The flags are flying at half-staff today as Romer's family holds his funeral.
The governor's task force on broadband access released an annual report this week on progress to connect Wisconsinites to the internet.
This comes during an election year where Evers is touting his record on the campaign trail. Political reporter Will Keneally sat down with him to discuss broadband today and joins us with the progress we made and the steps that still need to be taken. Will?
So with issues like abortion and inflation dominating the campaign so far, this week the governor released a plan on broadband access. He wants to double the $300 million investment the state has already made to try and connect Wisconsinites to strong internet. He's hoping that it makes an impact on education, as we've seen during the pandemic, but also on economic development as well. He says Wisconsin could see the effects of a brain drain without increasing broadband access.
Our kids will never come home to live in this area if we don't have broadband. And if they don't come back, then economic development will never happen in this township. And so that's how important it is just for a small group of people.
Broadband has been traditionally a bipartisan issue. The governor said he has worked with Republicans in the legislature and expect to again as he wins re-election to expand access to broadband. In rural Wisconsin, including areas of western Wisconsin, could be a key battleground for candidates this fall. And we'll have more on that, including what Republicans are saying about broadband access, coming up at 6.
All right, well, thank you. A federal judge is siding with the Sun Prairie School District in a lawsuit filed over a homework assignment on slavery. The suit was filed by 2 black parents who objected to a middle school homework assignment from February of last year, which asked students how they would punish a slave. The parents claim the assignment violated their civil rights as well as the civil rights of their children. The judge ruled the parents failed to show evidence that any rights were violated. The assignment was not part of the school's curriculum, and the teachers responsible later resigned.
At the duck pond today, the fact that the home team, the Madison Mallards, won mattered little. What really mattered was who was in the stands to take it all in. The Madison Diocese brought its apostolate for persons with disabilities to Warner Park this afternoon. It's their first time back since the pandemic. The ballpark offered plenty of space and open air to gather, celebrate, and enjoy each other's company.
Well, the apostolate for people with disabilities is a mission part of the Diocese of Madison and does beautiful things for people with physical and cognitive challenges.
People of the deaf community and the deacons spent time signing with each other. The diocese says it had about 800 people as part of their group today.
Well, still to come on News 3 Now at 5 is another evening of concerts on the square. We'll take you there live with a preview of what to expect for this evening's show.
And coming up on News 3 Now at 6, as Congress gets ready to take up abortion bills this week, a Madison doctor is opening up a clinic south of the state line in order to provide more abortion access.
And another day of losses on Wall Street. The Dow finished down more than 200 points today. The NASDAQ and S&P 500 both lost 17. We'll be right back.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe she could sell her house.
What could go wrong?
Like listing your house, then dealing with all the trouble, expense, not to mention closing costs. We Buy Ugly Houses can buy your house fast for all cash as is with no hassle. Call or click to sell quick.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
Visiting DePaco Credit Union was the thing that started all this.
We had a lot of student loan debt, low credit scores for bad decisions we had made in our younger years.
We thought it was the point where you could never come back from it. We've always wanted to own our own restaurant, so I just kind of floated the idea like, oh, I found this food truck.
I was like, yeah, let's try it. DePaco helped us so much with just putting everything together.
Definitely life-changing for us.
What we have right now would not have been possible without DePaco Credit Union.
When it's hot, all you want is some relief. Relief from the heat outside, relief from sleepless nights, and relief from big electric bills. Even your air conditioning unit needs some relief. So when you wrap your home with our premium injection foam, it's like putting your entire house in a cooler. It keeps the hot air out, the cool air in, and your electric bills lower. And right now, when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
Hi, this is Lisa from 4Imprint. Yes. I'd like 50 welcome wows, 300 customer I love it, and 200 team member oh yes. Certainly. You know we got some brand new woohoos.
Dial up the wow factor with promotional products from 4Imprint. We specialize in awesome items that are certain to awe and guaranteed to deliver some ooh yes. From apparel, backpacks, drinkware to high-tech items.
Wow.
I love it. Woohoo!
Go to 4imprint.com and find some wow now. 4Imprint, for certain.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe these guys will buy our house.
What could go wrong?
Like rookie home buyers who can lower or cancel offers without notice. We Buy Ugly Houses won't reduce or cancel our firm cash offers before closing. Call or click to sell quick.
News 3 Now speaks exclusively with the governor about his plans for strengthening broadband access in rural areas. Then local healthcare experts plan to open an abortion clinic in Rockford. We explore how this will help Wisconsin women tonight at 6.
Concerts on the Square are back each Wednesday night through August 3rd. Enjoy a performance by the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra with family and friends at this totally free event starting at 7 p.m. Learn more at WCOconcerts.org. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Well, it's another night of music on the Capitol Square as the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra reflects on liberty this evening.
Our Eric Franke joins us now with the preview. Hi, Eric. Tough assignment tonight. Perfect night out there.
It is absolutely beautiful, and what a show they have on tap tonight for us. As you mentioned, talking about reflections on liberty, and it's really a show that's been a few years in the making. We want to bring in the maestro, Andrew Sewell, and Dr. Bill Banfield, who's our composer in residence tonight. Welcome, gentlemen, both of you. Thank you. Let's talk about this show tonight, because I know this means a lot to both of you and how it kind of came to fruition. A couple years in the making.
Yes, I got in touch with Bill in the beginning of 2020 about the idea of creating a work for narrator and orchestra based upon the writings of a historical black figure. And we came up with what we have tonight, Testimony of Tone, Tune and Time on the writings of Frederick Douglass.
The writings of Frederick Douglass, the words of Dr. King. You put it to music tonight. Talk about how that came.
The Dr. King piece, I think, has been done by Patrice. Mine is, but to have them together is great. And we actually know Patrice, we're very dear friends, so it's a wonderful partnering here. But the Frederick Douglass words are just incredible because they incorporate so much of what I think we aspire to do in this country. And he questions things, but he raises all kinds of opportunities about ways that this great nation can become all that it is. And so to find that kind of writing and know of his work allowed us to write a piece that celebrates that.
It's a beautiful night for it. Now, you two are old friends from a long time ago. Talk about composer in residence, what it means, and what it means for the two friends to collaborate together.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things to talk about, and you already said it. To get the two of us together, we'll start going on for hours here. But I think it was our meeting at the University of Michigan in the late 80s. The late 80s, you can believe that. And Maestro here was studying to be a conductor, and I was there to do my doctorate in composition as a composer. And Leonard Bernstein was there at the same time. Wow. So we got a chance to talk to him. He encouraged us and pushed us out to do what we're doing now. 30 years plus later, here we are with Leonard Bernstein's angel aura above us, and that's the way it should be.
This is going to be a beautiful experience. Before we close here, this is a powerful message tonight. And when you heard some of this, it really raises the hair on you at the back of your neck. It's awesome.
It does. I think this is a coming together for the community, and I think that the words themselves stand the test of time and are as applicable today as they were when they were spoken by Frederick Douglass. And I think that's going to be the message tonight, as well as in the second half, creating other works. We're working with the Middleton High School Choir. We're also working with the Otastani and Friends. It's just going to be a night for the community and celebrating Bill's piece, Testimony.
And narration from Dr. G as well. This is going to be an awesome show. I wish we had more time. This is going to be awesome. Thanks for joining us to share your thoughts on this show tonight.
Great to be here. Thank you.
7 o'clock. Thank you. 7 o'clock showtime tonight. Mark and Susan. This is really going to be special. So if you have a chance to get out here, there's still a little room out here on the lawn. It is a perfect night for it and a really, really powerful piece of music and message tonight.
Indeed. Eric, thank you. Thank you to the maestro. Prices for almost everything we buy have been going up for months, and a new report says we can expect that to continue.
Danya Backus has a closer look at the inflation report released today.
Amazon has a catchy song to promote its annual Prime Day, which offers thousands of deals. But this sale comes as the cost of living hits a sour note. Consumer prices jumped 9.1% in June, the largest increase in 4 decades. A look inside the numbers shows the cost of rent rose at a rate not seen since 1991. Prices at the grocery store saw the largest one-year increase since 1979, and gas soared nearly 60% in June.
It really impacts lower household incomes much more dramatically than anyone else.
CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger says the high prices are making it difficult for many Americans to make ends meet.
Don't forget, a lot of Americans have used the excess savings that they accumulated during the pandemic, stimulus checks, unemployment benefits.
There is a bit of good news. Gas prices are dropping. AAA says gas prices are down almost 40 cents a gallon in the past month. But drivers like Joanne Ward told us it still costs too much to fill up.
I mean, any little bit's good, but we could be paying a whole lot less.
The Federal Reserve is expected to once again raise interest rates later this month in an attempt to ease price hikes, but there won't be an immediate effect.
It can really lag. So the impact of those rate increases takes a while to trickle through the economy.
Schlesinger says inflation may not start to ease until the fall. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Well, let's get a look now at your certified most accurate forecast. Julian Seawright is live at the Concerts on the Square with the forecast. Julian?
And I couldn't have asked for a better assignment. It's gorgeous out. You can hear the beautiful pianos starting to warm up themselves. Kind of throwing me back to my old days when I used to be a pianist, but now I get to tell you guys the weather. And talking about which, if you haven't been to the Concerts on the Square just yet, we are going to be looking at a beautiful start for us. As we take a look at what we're seeing throughout the rest of this evening, temperatures are going to slide into the low 70s, and the sky will open up as well. As that cold front has swept its way through, we're looking at the high pressure system to keep things rather dry and quiet over the next couple of days, but we are looking for some changes as we take a look at what we're seeing heading into our moving forward of what we're going to be seeing for our future track. It's going to be dry throughout the rest of this evening, and we're going to wake up tomorrow morning rather cool and still plenty of open sky for us. We'll head into the lunchtime hour, still warming up rather nicely, as we're going to be back into those low 80s by the time we get into our evening commutes. But things are going to still be quiet until we get into the late part of our Thursday. Late Thursday nights, we could start to see a bit of transition as a line of some showers or even some storms will start to develop into our early Friday morning. So you're going to need that rain gear as we head into our Friday morning commute, and we're looking at on and off showers to be really prevalent throughout much of our Friday, heading into our Friday evening and Friday night as well. So taking a look at what our weekend's going to be shaping up for, well, it's not going to be too bad, but we still have some shots of seeing some showers, even though the showers that we're going to be looking at to develop from Friday are mainly going to start to accumulate close to an inch of rainfall for us here in Madison and much of southern Wisconsin. But we still have that opportunity to see some showers into our Saturday and potentially into Sunday. However, not looking at too much of it being a widespread over washout of an event. Now, as we take a look at what we're going to be seeing throughout the rest of the next few days, well, things are going to be rather warm for us. It's going to be comfortable. But what we're really going to be watching for is, yes, we have this drought monitor, which all the rain that we're going to be seeing is going to be wonderful for us because we have still been abnormally dry. And after this dry streak that we're having, we need a bit of rain for us in our forecast. Now, as we take a look at our 3 things we're going to need to know as we head towards the weekend, well, it is going to shape up to be comfortable. We're still looking at some shots of seeing some storms. But aside from that, our trend is going to be on the warmer side. And once we get into next week as well, we're looking for some muggier conditions as we just saw briefly. The next 10 days, we're going to be above seasonable. Seasonable around this time of year is around 82 degrees. We're going to be into the upper 80s and near 90 degrees with the humidity right behind it as well. So be prepared, but enjoy the weather while we have it, because as we get into the weekend, it's not going to be overly warm, but we are still looking at some shower chances in our forecast. Over to you guys.
And this is your first concert on the square, isn't it, Julian?
This is my first concert on the square, and I am already loving the atmosphere. People are starting to pile in. The music's starting to warm up. I can't wait to see what else is in store for the rest of this evening.
And we didn't know you're a pianist. You're going to have to play for us sometime.
Yeah, we got to get you on the piano. Things we're learning tonight.
Yeah, I was just telling Brian, I was like, man, too bad we couldn't get a shot of me playing pianos. I would love to do a quick little piece.
And we would love to see that. We'll work on that.
Yeah, we will.
Thanks, Julian.
Have fun, Julian. Up next at 5, we're taking a closer look at the newest way to improve your vision. Why daily contacts may become a thing of the past. Just ahead.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Outlaw. That's what can happen because of the Supreme Court, and Ron Johnson's with them. The Supreme Court's decision ended abortion services in Wisconsin, and Ron Johnson supported the decision, making it illegal in Wisconsin, even in cases of rape and incest. Doctors can be prosecuted. A woman's right to choose criminalized. Johnson even said, if you don't like it, you can move. Ron Johnson's not for us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
Update your home with help from Menards. Create a fresh look with Pittsburgh paints and stains. Choose your paint colors with confidence. We offer free custom color matching and tinting to create over 2,000 color options. Save 11% on all Pittsburgh paints and stains. Need flooring that stands up to your lifestyle? Check out Great Lakes Flooring. Vinyl plank is waterproof and has an attached pad for quick installation. All Great Lakes Flooring is 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Do you have a coffee smile? Drinking coffee causes yellow teeth for thousands of people just like you, and whitening toothpaste just doesn't make those stains go away. Introducing Power Swabs, the first teeth whitening system that lifts coffee stains off your teeth in less than 5 minutes without whitening strips or trays.
The Power Swabs were so easy to use. I don't have to have strips sitting on my face for an hour. I don't have to have a foam tray where I feel like I'm going to gag or I'm going to go play football. I've tried like every over-the-counter whitening because, you know, I'm one of those people that's like obsessed with white teeth.
So with the strips I've used in the past, most of them are like you got to leave it on for 30 minutes and the whole experience is just not comfortable. But with Power Swabs, I just snapped it open and rubbed it on and it was good to go.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab.
and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
The Secret is a tooth detergent and whitening agent developed by Dr. Martin Ginniker that lifts stains off of your teeth. Power Swabs remove stains on natural teeth, veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. The best part is you just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you'll have whiter teeth. No more sitting at home with a whitening strip or tray in your mouth for 30 minutes twice a day.
When I used these whitening strips, I noticed when I would drink, I would get this crazy sensitivity. It would go right to my brain, and I'm like, I hate this. So why do I have to go through the monstrosity of this pain just because I want to whiten my teeth? With Power Swabs, there was zero sensitivity.
Within the first day with the Power Swab, I noticed there was a difference. I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Whiten your teeth today by ordering Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Yes, 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free Quick Stick pen. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
Welcome back. The pandemic has brought a significant increase in vision complaints, partly because we spend more time than ever staring at screens.
But there's a new innovation in vision correction that could help: implantable contact lenses. Dania Backus shows us how they work.
All right, let's take a look.
Powell Robinson has used corrective lenses since first grade. Now working as a cinematographer and director, his contacts had become a constant misery.
The inflammation from wearing them for super long hours was making my vision get a little blurry, my eyes would get super dry, and it was just getting sort of unsustainable.
To help correct his vision and ditch his contact lenses, his eye doctor suggested a procedure known as Evo Visian ICL.
The Evo ICL is a permanent implantable contact lens that's placed in the eye instead of a contact lens that you would wear on the surface of the eye where you have to constantly take out and put back in.
Dr. Netta Shammy is an ophthalmologist with the Maloney Shammy Vision Institute. She says the procedure is ideal for treating myopia, otherwise known as nearsightedness, and offers an alternative to LASIK surgery, which works by changing the anatomy of the eye.
The Evo Visian ICL procedure has been approved overseas for 10 years, with more than 1 million surgeries performed. Here in the United States, it was approved by the FDA in late March.
It hits the market just as eye complaints are soaring. Myopia is increasing so rapidly, an international study estimates half the global population could be nearsighted in the next 30 years.
This is the best you could see without your glasses and contact lenses prior to surgery.
The implants take just 8 to 10 minutes per eye, and the improvement is nearly immediate.
It's pretty weird to wake up in the morning and just see.
A new window on the world, which Robinson describes as life-changing. Dania Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Susan says no. Still to come on News 3 Now at 5, there's a new resident at the Henry Valley Zoo. We'll introduce you to this little guy right after the break.
Wisconsinites' thoughts on Biden's record gas prices.
Man, do you saw those prices? That's $5 a gallon, $5.19.
My daughter's a 24-year-old that makes a moderate living and it's killing her.
Gas prices affect our standard of living. You know, it's less money for a house.
It's killing the middle class. I really believe that Ron Johnson will put America first.
I'm looking for a politician that can advocate for the people.
Ron Johnson is for the small guy, and I'm one of those guys, and he's the guy that we want to vote for. I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Son, it's about time we had the talk. It's time you knew the truth. Windows can take a beating, especially here in the Midwest. When it's time to replace them, call Feldco.
Isn't Feldco offering 2-for-1 windows right now, Dad?
They are, son. They are.
Less talk, more action. 2-for-1 windows from Feldco makes home improvement easy and affordable.
2-for-1 windows ends soon. Call now.
Quality windows, siding, and doors. Call 866 for Feldco.
Summer fun means one thing. It's time to visibly say goodbye to crow's feet, fine lines, wrinkles, and under-eye bags, and say hello to smooth, beautiful, younger-looking skin in 10 minutes with Plexiderm.
Oh my God.
God, I can't believe I have no lines in my face. I'm like 20 years younger.
Plexiderm smooths away wrinkles without foundation, without color makeup, and without expensive procedures. And it works in 10 minutes. Plus, the results last up to 10 hours. And best of all, you could try it for only $14.95 this summer.
This isn't the first time I've been on TV raving about this product. It's amazing. My friends, my family, they can't believe it. There's been creams, there's been lotions. Nothing works like this.
We were away on vacation. If you go down to the islands, they always want to take you in a booth and put some stuff on you. And my husband said, boy, that stuff really works. And I said, I washed this off hours ago. This is Plexiderm. This is what works.
When I tried Plexiderm the first time, my daughter said, oh, Dad, did you get a haircut? And I said, no, I tried this Plexiderm product out. Oh, you look so much younger. I said, oh, thank you.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing under eye bags and wrinkles from view in minutes. The science is incredible, but the results are even better.
Yeah, this looks really good. All these lines are gone. Amazing. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I look amazing. It's like so full of myself.
I've had under eye bags for a very long time, and it sucks. Finally, I tried something called Plexiderm. I put it on my face, and I'm not joking. It works.
So take action this summer and pack up your under eye bags and wrinkles and put them on vacation with Plexiderm. Try our summertime special and get it for only $14.95. Plus, get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Finally tonight, meet the newest little resident at the Henry Vilas Zoo, Bandit the Red Panda. He's 2 years old and he passed all of his health checks after coming to Madison from the Columbus Zoo. He'll be viewable at the Henry Vilas Zoo.